Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Persian ebook before it's gone. When learning a new language, everyone should have an ultimate goal to work towards. Whether you want to be able to connect with a relative, easily order food while traveling, or go somewhere new, having an end goal for your learning can be very motivating. A popular but challenging goal is being able to speak like a native speaker. It's difficult to measure exactly when you reach this goal, and it's not something you can pick up using textbooks alone. So how do you work on making your speech more natural? That's what we're going to look at today. Here are 3 tips to help you practice talking like a native speaker. Number 1. Focus on vocabulary. If your goal is to speak like a native, you might be really focused on speaking quickly or using as many complex grammar patterns as possible. But in our native languages, we're not always trying to speak as fast as possible, and we use complex grammar patterns when necessary, not to show off. Vocabulary, however, is extremely important to expressing ourselves naturally. Your choice of words can reveal a lot about you and your understanding of the language. Most learners have had the experience of using a phrasebook or a dictionary to find a word they want to use, trying the word in conversation, and getting a look of confusion from the native speaker. In some cases, although your word choice may be grammatically correct, the word may be inappropriate for the situation or totally unnatural. This is especially important in business and other formal situations, where the right level of formality and professionalism is key. Being able to understand nuances in vocabulary words can also help you understand relationships between people just by listening to the conversation. Try to listen to many different types of conversations. Listen to how people talk to their friends, their superiors, and in customer service situations. This will give you a better idea of how to talk to others naturally. In some languages, you can omit words from sentences or use more direct communication styles. It's important to be aware of these things so you can apply them yourself. Colloquialisms and slang are also commonly used in most languages. As this sort of vocabulary is always evolving, it can be difficult to keep up with the latest words. Talk with native speakers and consume media in your target language to make sure you pick up these kinds of expressions. Media is a great resource for your learning. Ultimately, knowing the appropriate vocabulary to use for each situation will really help you sound more knowledgeable. Number 2, perfect your accent. With every language, there are unique pronunciation and intonation challenges. Some languages are tonal languages, and a change in pitch can completely change the meaning of a word. Then there's the fact that most countries have multiple dialects, and so people from one area of the country may sound different from those in another. So what is the best way to listen to a wide range of accents and different pronunciations? Video and audio resources are a great way to do this. YouTube is a perfect place to start because people from all kinds of different backgrounds upload videos to the platform. You can watch educational videos, daily life vlogs, cooking shows, a travel series, whatever interests you. Pay attention to the different ways people speak. Everyone is unique. And then practice speaking like them. This kind of practice can help you sound more natural. One note, please be aware of the type of resources you're using. For example, if you find a video where a speaker uses a rare dialect, it might not be a good idea to use that for your pronunciation practice, unless you have a special reason for studying a specific accent. As a general rule, it's best to try to search for practice resources that use a standard form of the language you're studying. Number 3, copy what you hear. Do you remember how you learned to speak as a child? We rarely learned new words just listening to them, or reading after we learned how. When we were little kids, we imitated the sounds we heard by repeating the sounds out loud. While you're talking to a friend, watching videos, or listening to audio in your target language, you can do this to try and replicate the way they speak. Doing this will help you work on mastering the flow of the language, your accent, intonation, and pronunciation. Of course, you might also pick up some new vocabulary this way. Make sure to repeat new words often. It's a great way to make sure you remember them. Try doing this using a number of different mediums and sources. That way, you'll be exposed to the diversity that the language offers and master the fundamentals of pronunciation. For example, You can watch and imitate several different YouTube videos and audio CDs, but try a few different sources, like different creators or different audio types, to make sure you experience a wide range of communication in your target language. If you're using our language learning program, you can even get your own teacher with Premium Plus. Your teacher can answer questions, give assignments, and even listen to your recordings and give you advice on pronunciation. Completing these kinds of lessons with a native teacher can really boost your confidence in your speaking skills. Becoming able to speak like a native is a popular goal for many people learning a new language. It feels great to be able to communicate smoothly, especially when the people you're talking to expect basic level sentences or broken communication. Try using the tips we've shared in this video to work on improving your speaking skills. Of course, it'll take time and persistence, but the reward will be more natural communication. And for even more tips on speaking, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to ask and answer the question, how do you say this? After watching this video, you'll be able to ask someone how a word is pronounced. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your How to Say Something PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این محل پارک کردن است.
Once more with the English translation.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
How do you say this?
این محل پارک کردن است.
It's parking lot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how do you say this? That's,
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
listen to it again.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟ شما چطور این رو میگید؟
This Persian sentence literally translates into, you how this say, but it means, how do you say this in English? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
این
word.
است.
This Persian sentence literally translates into, it word is, but it means, it's word in English. For example, it's parking lot.
این محل پارک کردن است. این محل پارک کردن است.
Here are a few useful words you can use with the same pattern. Parking lot,
محل پارک کردن. محل پارک کردن.
morning,
صبح. صبح.
travel,
مسافرت. مسافرت.
invasion,
تهاجم. تهاجم.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این صبح است.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این مسافرت است.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این تهاجم است.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, How do you say this?
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
Now, imagine it's the word morning. Do you remember how to say morning?
صبح صبح
Say, it's morning.
این صبح است.
Now, answer the question saying it's morning.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این صبح است.
Now imagine the word is travel. Do you remember how to say travel?
مسافرت مسافرت
Say, it's travel.
این مسافرت است.
Now, answer the question saying it's travel.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این مسافرت است.
Now imagine the word is invasion. Do you remember how to say invasion?
تهاجم تهاجم
Say, it's invasion.
این تهاجم است.
Now answer the question saying it's invasion.
شما چطور این رو میگید؟
این تهاجم است.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to ask someone how something is said. You are now able to ask how to say something like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell us, which word do you think is the hardest to pronounce? Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Hi everyone, I'm Ozzy. Do you want to amaze a native speaker? This lesson is regarding to that. Welcome to the lesson for 10 ways to amaze native speakers. It is very fun. Let's start. ممنون ولی فارسی زبون مادری من نیست. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. ممنون ولی فارسی زبون مادری من نیست. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Oh, it means you already speak very well and someone told you are a native speaker. That's perfect, go ahead. فقط 1 سال طول کشید تا بتونم روون صحبت کنم. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. فقط 1 سال طول کشید تا بتونم روون صحبت کنم. It took me only 1 year to become fluent in English. I think 1 year is quite good. Anyway, I think it depends on how much time you spend on it or what other languages you already know. من تا 3 سال دیگه فارسی و مثل یه فارسی زبان صحبت میکنم. I'll speak Persian like a native speaker in 3 years. من تا 3 سال دیگه فارسی و مثل یه فارسی زبان صحبت میکنم. I'll speak Persian like a native speaker in 3 years. Yeah, as I said, I think different factors affect on the duration of being a native speaker. And you can speak like a real native. من 10 ساله که دارم فارسی یاد میگیرم. I've been learning Persian for 10 years. من 10 ساله که دارم فارسی یاد میگیرم. I've been learning Persian for 10 years. That's quite a long time, and it means you already know how much this language is beautiful and unique. من میتونم فیلمای ایرانی رو بدون زیرنویس تماشا کنم. I can watch Iranian movies without subtitles. من میتونم فیلمای ایرانی رو بدون زیرنویس تماشا کنم. I can watch Iranian movies without subtitles. That's amazing. If you really can do it, it means you can really understand anything and you are really pro. Watching Iranian movie can make you familiar with their culture and you can understand a lot of items even. فارسی یاد گرفتن سرگرم کننده و آسونه. Persian is fun and easy to learn. فارسی یاد گرفتن سرگرم کننده و آسونه. Persian is fun and easy to learn. Yes, it is absolutely, and this is really beautiful. And when you start to learn Persian, you open the door of Persia's treasure of culture, beauty, and even wisdom. فارسی رو خودم دارم یاد میگیرم. I'm learning Persian all by myself. فارسی رو خودم دارم یاد میگیرم. I'm learning Persian all by myself. Nowadays with internet, all free materials and good resources for learning, you can do self-learning fast and easy. But if it was 50 years ago, it wasn't that much easy. من هر چیو که گفتی کامل فهمیدم. I completely understood everything you said. من هر چیو که گفتی کامل فهمیدم. I completely understood anything you said. It's perfect. Congratulations. It means you can easily communicate with the Persians and you can speak with them easily. من میخوام معلم زبان فارسی بشم. I want to become a Persian language teacher. من میخوام معلم زبان فارسی بشم. I want to become a Persian language teacher. I was a teacher before when I was in Iran, and I know being and working as a mu'allim is very interesting and it is full of fun. دوست دارم بتونم یه روز کتاب ترجمه کنم. I'd like to be able to translate books. دوست دارم بتونم یه روز کتاب ترجمه کنم. I'd like to be able to translate books some days. I hope you really can do that. The books of Rumi and Khayyam, the Persian poet of 800 years ago, now are among the bestseller of US books. Okay, it is the end of the lesson for the 10 phrases to amaze native speaker, and I hope you can amaze them more and more. Please leave a comment and tell me about your phrases you want to learn in Persian. Give me some feedback, please, and please visit and subscribe to PersianPod101.com for watching more videos and learning more Persian. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.
You're checking out the hotel's facilities when you see a notice on a door. What does the notice mean? What does the notice mean? The notice reads, "Do not enter."
وارد نشوید.
You are on a platform at a train station where you're waiting for your train. Suddenly, a message appears on the display. What does the message on the display mean? What does the message on the display mean? The display reads, "The next train will not stop."
قطار بعدی توقف نخواهد داشت.
You are at a train station where you're attempting to buy an express ticket from a ticket machine. Which option should you choose for a round-trip ticket? Which option should you choose for a round-trip ticket? The option on the bottom left is for a round-trip ticket.
بلیت دو سفره.
You are at a train station where you're looking for the best exit to catch a taxi. Which exit should you take to get to the taxi rank? Which exit should you take to get to the taxi rank? You should take the east exit in order to get to the taxi rank.
خروجی شرقی.
You search online for the nearest bus service. What bus service does the page show? What bus service does the page show? The web page shows a free bus service.
سرویس اتوبوس رایگان.
Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, "How's your mother?" After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
حال مادرت چطوره؟ خوبه.
Once more with the English translation.
حال مادرت چطوره؟
How's your mother?
خوبه.
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, "How's your mother?" That's,
حال مادرت چطوره؟
listen to it again.
حال مادرت چطوره؟ حال مادرت چطوره؟
This Persian sentence literally means, feeling your mother how? But it translates as, how's your mother in English? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is state of well-being.
ه
This Persian sentence literally means state of well-being is. We omit the article she, but it translates as she is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
خوبه خوبه
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
عالی عالی
fine,
خوب خوب
so-so,
نه خوب نه بد نه خوب نه بد
sad,
غمگین غمگین
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
حال مادرت چطوره؟ عالیه حال مادرت چطوره؟ نه خوب نه بده حال مادرت چطوره؟ غمگینه
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how's your mother?
حال مادرت چطوره؟
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say great?
عالی عالی
Say, she's great.
عالیه
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
حال مادرت چطوره؟ عالیه
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
نه خوب نه بد نه خوب نه بد
Say, she's so-so.
نه خوب نه بده
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
حال مادرت چطوره؟ نه خوب نه بده
Now imagine she's sad. Do you remember how to say sad?
غمگین غمگین
Say, she's sad.
غمگینه
Now, answer the question saying she's sad.
حال مادرت چطوره؟ غمگینه
In this lesson, you learn new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about well-being. You're now able to talk about how someone is feeling like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me how you are today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
In the last lesson, we learned several of the most common greetings in Persian. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we're going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking in Persian, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you're asking, even if their answer is no. Here's the informal and easy way to say it. İngilizce baladi, İngilizce baladi. In Persian, balad means can, or to be able to. Adding "i" to the end makes it an informal question. İngilizce baladi means, can you speak or communicate in English? Literally, it's, can you English? However, this is only used in very informal situations with close friends. Now we're going to make this sentence more polite by simply adding it to balad instead of "i." It becomes a slightly more formal question. İngilizce baladid, İngilizce baladid. But it's always a good idea to be as polite as possible when addressing strangers. Here's the most polite form. آیا شما انگلیسی صحبت می کنید؟ آیا شما انگلیسی صحبت می کنید؟ Let's pay close attention to a useful new word here. آیا is a question word used at the start of sentences to turn a regular sentence into a yes or no question. آیا شما انگلیسی صحبت می کنید means, do you speak English? By adding ببخشید or excuse me, the sentence becomes even more polite. ببخشید، آیا شما انگلیسی صحبت می کنید؟ ببخشید، آیا شما انگلیسی صحبت می کنید؟ If someone replies to you in English, you'll know the answer to your question is yes. But if they answer you in Persian, you might receive one of these responses. بله, yes. بله. یک کمی, a little. یک کمی. نه, من انگلیسی صحبت نمی کنم. No, I cannot speak English. نه, من انگلیسی صحبت نمی کنم. Or نه, من انگلیسی بلد نیستم. No, I can't speak English. نه, من انگلیسی بلد نیستم. Since this last example is a negative reply to a yes or no question, we need to say نه, meaning no, at the beginning of the sentence. We also said نمی کنم, meaning don't, after the verb صحبت, meaning talk or speak. Or نیستم, meaning am not, after the verb بلد, meaning can. Combined with صحبت, meaning talk or speak, now you know that صحبت نمی کنم means I don't speak, and صحبت می کنید means you speak. Also, نیستم is actually the negative version of هستم, but it looks slightly different in the negative form. Verbs and phrases change depending on the person speaking. Now it's time for Anita's advice. Persian people study the English language at school and love to use English. So most people will understand you if you speak to them in simple English. For those of you whose native language is not English, you can use this same basic question for any language you need. Here are some other language names in Persian. Italyai for Italian, Rusi for Russian, Espanjai for Spanish, and Almani for German. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase ببخشید. آیا شما انگلیسی صحبت می کنید؟ Excuse me, do you speak English? We use the word ببخشید, which means excuse me in Persian. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to use ببخشید and other words when apologizing in Persian. ببخشید is used in situations like when we are ordering something in a restaurant or asking for something in a store, and so on. For example, ببخشید، یک قهوه لطفاً. Excuse me, one coffee please. We can also use it when asking a question. ببخشید، تخت جمشید کجاست؟ Excuse me, where is Persepolis? Similar to English, There is no informal way to say excuse me in Persian. The meaning is already polite. Persian people just ask questions more directly when speaking to a friend. But to make it polite, you can add lotfan, meaning please, to the start or end of a phrase when asking for something. لطفاً یک قهوه میدی? Can you give me a coffee, please? We also use ببخشید in a sentence when apologizing. This can be used both formally and informally, but in a more casual situation, it can also be shortened to ببخش, as in مرا ببخش. Forgive me. مرا ببخش. Please note that the way we say this phrase is different than the way it's actually written. The proper way is من را ببخش. First we have the word man or me. Next we insert ra, which is always used grammatically after the object of a verb. In this case, it was me. Finally, we have the command verb ببخش, meaning you forgive. من را ببخش. You forgive me. But you will always hear it as مرا ببخش. Now it's time for Anita's advice. In Persian, just like American English, we usually don't say excuse me when asking for something from a friend. But when we want to ask something or call upon a friend, like hey, do you know? Or look, what is? Persian people use bebin, which literally means look. It is very common in casual speech. ببین تخت جمشید کجاست؟ Hey, where is Persepolis?
زنی در کتاب فروشی چیزی از فروشنده می خواهد. آن زن کدام کتاب را می خواهد ببیند؟ ببخشید، من می خواهم به کتابی که روی آن قفسه است نگاهی بیاندازم.
کدام کتاب را می خواهید؟
آن که در مورد اتومبیل هاست.
یه لحظه لطفاً. این؟
بله، همان.
بفرمایید.
آن زن کدام کتاب را می خواهد ببیند؟ زنی در کتاب فروشی چیزی از فروشنده می خواهد. آن زن کدام کتاب را می خواهد ببیند؟ ببخشید، من می خواهم به کتابی که روی آن قفسه است نگاهی بیاندازم.
کدام کتاب را می خواهید؟
آن که در مورد اتومبیل هاست.
یه لحظه لطفاً. این؟
بله، همان.
بفرمایید.
یک مرد و زن در رستوران در حال نگاه کردن به منو هستند. مرد چه چیزی می خواهد سفارش بدهد؟
شما چه چیزی می خواهید سفارش بدهید؟
پیتزا خوشمزه به نظر می رسد. آن را انتخاب می کنم.
من دیروز پیتزا خوردم. در نتیجه؟
خب، پس همبرگر چطور؟
خوب به نظر می رسد. من آن را انتخاب می کنم.
مرد چه چیزی می خواهد سفارش بدهد؟ یک مرد و زن در رستوران در حال نگاه کردن به منو هستند. مرد چه چیزی می خواهد سفارش بدهد؟
شما چه چیزی می خواهید سفارش بدهید؟
پیتزا خوشمزه به نظر می رسد. آن را انتخاب می کنم.
من دیروز پیتزا خوردم. در نتیجه؟
خب، پس همبرگر چطور؟
خوب به نظر می رسد. من آن را انتخاب می کنم.
مردی با مطب دکتر تماس می گیرد. مرد باید تا چه ساعتی در مطب دکتر باشد؟ سلام، من چطور می توانم به شما کمک کنم؟
شما امروز چه ساعتی تعطیل می کنید؟
ما ساعت 6 تعطیل می کنیم، ولی لطفاً قبل از 5:30 بیایید.
باشه، مرسی.
مرد باید تا چه ساعتی در مطب دکتر باشد؟ مردی با مطب دکتر تماس میگیرد. مرد باید تا چه ساعتی در مطب دکتر باشد؟ سلام، من چطور میتوانم به شما کمک کنم؟
شما امروز چه ساعتی تعطیل می کنید؟
ما ساعت 6 تعطیل می کنیم ولی لطفاً قبل از 5 و 30 دقیقه بیایید.
باشه، مرسی.
Today, traditional classrooms are no longer the only or even best place to learn a new language. More and more people are finding that they can easily learn a language just about anywhere they have a few minutes of spare time, including their daily commute to work. According to the US Census Bureau, the average American spends over 50 minutes a day commuting to and from work, or over 300 hours a year. But rather than simply sitting in traffic and wasting the time, you can instead use your daily commute to literally learn a new language in just a few short months. Our language learning program has specialized learning tools that you can use on your commute to and from the office to master a language in your spare time. What are some reasons traditional classroom settings just aren't the best option for most people in today's fast-paced world? Difficulty getting to and from class, learning on someone else's schedule, very expensive and may cost thousands of dollars to complete, can take years to finally complete classes and learn the language. The simple truth is that traditional classroom instruction is simply not a viable option for most people in today's very fast-paced, time-starved world. Now, let's examine how you can learn a language faster, more easily, and at far less expense than traditional classes, all during your commute to work and back home again. 3 reasons your daily commute can help you master a language in the next year. On average, Americans spend more than 300 hours per year commuting. During the commute to and from work, over 6 hours a week is completely wasted. The time isn't used to help you reach any goals or objectives. But thanks to online language learning platforms with audiobooks and other resources that you can access during your commute, you can easily transform wasted time into progress toward learning a new language. With over 300 hours available annually, your daily commute could provide you with enough time to gain significant skills in a new language each and every year. Increase your earning potential while commuting to work. How would you like to transform all those spare commuting hours each week into more money for a new car, house, or even a dream vacation? According to research, someone making $30,000 per year can boost their annual income by $600 or more per year by learning a second language. Over the course of a lifetime, that's a significant amount. How? From work-at-home translation jobs to working overseas, there are many ways to leverage your second language into more money in your bank account. So instead of wasting your precious time, you can make your commute more productive and eventually profitable. The more languages you learn, the higher your income potential. Repetition is key to mastering a new language. Not sure if it's practical to learn another language while commuting to and from work each day? Well, not only is it possible, learning in your car on the way to and from work each day can actually help you learn and master any language quickly. The simple truth is that repetition is absolutely vital to truly internalizing and mastering any language. So, if you listen to audiobooks or even audio lessons on your commute to work, and then repeat the same lesson on your commute home, the information is more likely to be locked into your long-term memory. Our language learning program has been helping people learn and master language in the comfort of their home, during their daily commute, or any place they have a few spare minutes of time. Here are 5 features of our program that make it easy to learn a new language while commuting to and from work. First, the largest collection of audio lessons on the planet by native speaker instructors. Every single week, native speaker instructors create new audio lessons. All lessons are short, to the point, and guaranteed to improve your mastery of a language. Second, the word of the day. Simply exposing yourself to new information and vocabulary terms helps increase your fluency and mastery of your target language. So every single day, check out the word of the day and memorize it during your commute. It's a quick and easy way to boost your vocabulary every day. Third, daily dose mini lessons. Have a short commute to work but still want to make progress towards learning more than just vocabulary? Not a problem. Our daily dose mini lessons are 1 minute or less and are designed to improve your grammar, conversations, and pronunciation. Fourth, all content is available on a convenient mobile app. You don't need a PC or tablet to learn during your daily commute. Instead, all of our lessons, tools, and resources are available 24/7 via our mobile app. That means you can access all of our audio lessons and other tools during your commute to work or anytime you have a few spare minutes. Fifth, audiobooks and other supplemental resources. In addition to the world's largest online collection of HD audio lessons, our language learning program has audiobooks to enhance your understanding and make it more convenient than ever to learn a language during your commute. The average commute time of most Americans is over 300 hours each year, and it's the perfect opportunity to learn and master a new language. Use the dead time during your daily commute to learn a new language and potentially boost your lifetime earnings. Whatever your motivation, our language learning program has the tools and resources necessary to help you learn a new language each year during your commute to and from work. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one, and the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. Today, we'll learn conversational phrases about occupations. After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your job and ask what somebody does for a living. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your occupation PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
شغل شما چیه؟ من یک هنرمند هستم.
Listen to it again, now with the English translation.
شغل شما چیه؟
What do you do?
من یک هنرمند هستم.
I'm an artist. First of all, you need to learn how to say, what do you do? That's
شغل شما چیه؟
Listen to it again.
شغل شما چیه؟ شغل شما چیه؟
This Persian sentence literally translates into, what's your occupation? But it means, what do you do in English? Now, how do you answer this question? This is the pattern you'll need.
من یک
Your occupation.
هستم.
I'm a, an, your occupation. For example, I'm an artist.
من یک هنرمند هستم. من یک هنرمند هستم.
Here are a few more professions you can use with the same pattern. Police officer,
مأمور پلیس. مأمور پلیس.
teacher,
معلم. معلم.
doctor,
پزشک. پزشک.
engineer,
مهندس. مهندس.
Now, listen to some examples.
شغل شما چیه؟ من یک معلم هستم. شغل شما چیه؟ من یک پزشک هستم. شغل شما چیه؟ من یک مهندس هستم.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what do you do?
شغل شما چیه؟
Imagine you're a doctor. Do you remember how to say, doctor?
پزشک پزشک
Say, I'm a doctor.
من یک پزشک هستم.
Now answer the question saying that you are a doctor.
شغل شما چیه؟ من یک پزشک هستم.
Now, imagine you're a teacher. Do you remember how to say teacher?
معلم معلم
Say, I'm a teacher.
من یک معلم هستم.
Now, answer the question saying that you are a teacher.
شغل شما چیه؟ من یک معلم هستم.
Now, imagine you're an engineer. Do you remember how to say engineer?
مهندس مهندس
Say, I'm an engineer.
من یک مهندس هستم.
Now, answer the question saying that you are an engineer.
شغل شما چیه؟ من یک مهندس هستم.
Well done! In this lesson, you learn new occupation-related vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life. You are now able to talk about your job like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me about your job. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
پسر در حال خواندن دفتر یادداشت روزانه خود است. اولین کاری که پسر امروز صبح انجام داد چه بود؟
امروز هوا عالی بود. من امروز بعد از ظهر برای شنا به استخر رفتم و عصر به سینما رفتم. همچنین من صبح را کلاً مطالعه کردم. امروز بد نبود.
اولین کاری که پسر امروز صبح انجام داد چه بود؟ پسر در حال خواندن دفتر یادداشت روزانه خود است. اولین کاری که پسر امروز صبح انجام داد چه بود؟
امروز هوا عالی بود. من امروز بعد از ظهر برای شنا به استخر رفتم و عصر به سینما رفتم. همچنین من صبح را کلاً مطالعه کردم. امروز بد نبود.
زن و مرد در حال تماشای یک عکس هستند. به کدام عکس نگاه می کنند؟ این عکس تیم فوتبالی است که پسر شما در آن است. اینطور نیست؟ کدام پسر شماست؟
این یکی.
اوه، او بلندترین فرد است.
بله، او حتی از من هم بلندتر است.
به کدام عکس نگاه می کنند؟ زن و مرد در حال تماشای یک عکس هستند. به کدام عکس نگاه می کنند؟ این عکس تیم فوتبالی است که پسر شما در آن است. اینطور نیست؟ کدام پسر شماست؟
این یکی.
اوه، او بلندترین فرد است.
بله، او حتی از من هم بلندتر است.
Are you feeling confident as a beginner level language learner? Are you ready to move up to the intermediate level? Here are some tips to help you make that leap and advance your language learning progress. Tip number 1, determine your skill level. It's important to look across your skills in the major language competencies: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. By taking our level assessment test, you can review your skills in each competency and see your strengths and weaknesses. Keep in mind it's normal to be better in some skills than others. Premium Plus users can take our level assessment test and get personalized recommendations and learning pathways based on your results. Once you've figured out which skills need work, it's time to take action. No matter which of your language skills need to be improved, make sure you choose a method that's both effective and fun to help maintain your regular learning routine. Tip number 2, listening. The most effective way to build your listening comprehension is by building a strong vocabulary. The more vocab you master, the easier it will be to understand the context and details of the conversation. Songs in the target language are a key listening tool that will teach you common, everyday vocabulary. By learning and memorizing the lyrics, you're building up your vocabulary. If you really want your listening skills to take off, listen to our podcasts. We have hundreds of hours of audio lessons for you to listen to. Before you know it, you'll be able to understand shows and movies. Tip number 3, speaking. Add speaking elements to your language routine. Try shadowing podcasts, repeating along while you listen. Match the native speaker's pronunciation and intonation. This is a fantastic way to improve your fluency and accuracy. You can also find a partner for conversation exchange. A partner can help correct your mistakes and teach you more natural ways to phrase your ideas. Tip number 4, writing. An easy way to start writing more often is by keeping a one-sentence journal. Write one sentence in a journal every day. It doesn't take a lot of time and is a great habit for beginners to build a routine. You have to be consistent to make improvements. Ask native speakers to correct your writing to improve even faster. You can submit sentences and phrases to your teacher using Premium Plus. Tip number 5, reading. Reading is a skill you can improve by yourself. There's no need to rush. It doesn't matter if you read 1 or 100 pages at a time. What matters is that you understand what you read. Write down new words as you read them to practice later. If there's an audio version, read along with the narrator. It'll help you read at a slightly faster speed than normal. You can use the audio that comes with each of our lessons. Bonus tip, never give up. Where do your language skills currently stand? Where do you want them to be? How do you get there? Whatever your goal is, make it clear and part of your life. You'll reach it if you stay focused and positive. And if you really want your skills to take off, make use of our tools and resources. They're designed to help you get to the next level in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way. Just click the link in the description to sign up for a free lifetime account. Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's the matter? After watching this video, you'll be able to make complaints and ask someone else if they're having any issues. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making Complaints PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
همه چیز خوب است؟
دفتر خیلی گرم است.
Once more with the English translation.
همه چیز خوب است؟
What's the matter?
دفتر خیلی گرم است.
The office is hot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's the matter? That's,
همه چیز خوب است؟
listen to it again.
همه چیز خوب است؟ همه چیز خوب است؟
This Persian sentence literally translates into, is everything okay? But it means, what's the matter in English? Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
دفتر
adjective.
است.
This Persian sentence literally translates into, office adjective is, but it means, the office is adjective in English. For example, the office is hot.
دفتر خیلی گرم است. دفتر خیلی گرم است.
Here are a few more examples you can use with the same pattern to make complaints. Hot,
خیلی گرم. خیلی گرم.
cold,
سرد. سرد.
noisy,
پر سر و صدا. پر سر و صدا.
dirty,
کثیف. کثیف.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
همه چیز خوب است؟ دفتر سرد است. همه چیز خوب است؟ دفتر پر سر و صدا است. همه چیز خوب است؟ دفتر کثیف است.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what's the matter?
همه چیز خوب است؟
Imagine the office is cold. Do you remember how to say cold?
سرد. سرد.
Say, the office is cold.
دفتر سرد است.
Now answer the question saying the office is cold.
همه چیز خوب است؟ دفتر سرد است.
Now imagine the office is noisy. Do you remember how to say noisy?
پر سر و صدا. پر سر و صدا.
Say, the office is noisy.
دفتر پر سر و صدا است.
Now, answer the question saying the office is noisy.
همه چیز خوب است؟ دفتر پر سر و صدا است.
Now imagine the office is dirty. Do you remember how to say dirty?
کثیف. کثیف.
Say, the office is dirty.
دفتر کثیف است.
Now answer the question, saying the office is dirty.
همه چیز خوب است؟ دفتر کثیف است.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to make complaints. You are now able to share your concerns like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Make any complaints you may have today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's your favorite number? After watching this video, you'll be able to say many numbers and ask someone their favorite number. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Talking About Numbers PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ 7 است.
Once more with the English translation.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟
What's your favorite number?
7 است.
It's 7. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's your favorite number? That's
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟
listen to it again.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟
This Persian sentence literally translates into number favorite you what? But it means what's your favorite number in English. Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is number.
است.
This Persian sentence literally translates into number is, but it means it's number in English. For example, it's 7.
7 است. 7 است.
Here are a few more numbers you can use with the same pattern. 7,
7 7
2,
2 2
4,
4 4
9,
9 9
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ 2 است. عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ 4 است. عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ 9 است.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what's your favorite number?
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟
Imagine it's 2. Do you remember how to say 2?
2 2
Say, it's 2.
2 است.
Now answer the question saying, it's 2.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ 2 است.
Now imagine it's 4. Do you remember how to say 4?
4 4
Say, it's 4.
4 است.
Now, answer the question by saying, it's 4.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟
4 است.
Now, imagine it's 9. Do you remember how to say 9?
9 9
Say, it's 9.
9 است.
Now, answer the question saying, it's 9.
عدد مورد علاقه شما چیست؟ 9 است.
In this lesson, you learned number-related phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about numbers. You are now able to count like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell us your favorite number. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Persian ebook before it's gone.